Hey, welcome back to another episode. So today, we're gonna talk about the home goods conspiracy theory. I don't know if you heard about it, but allegedly, but also I'm not sure because I saw a video talking about this theory that if you go to Home Goods and you buy something and then you go to your house, you take the sticker of the product that you bought, you put it in something that you already own that you think is worth around the same price, and you go return it, that they will accept it. And so I was watching Shane Dawson, and him and his friends went to the Home Goods and they took some stuff from his house, and then one of the friends went and tried to return stuff that they didn't even purchase there, but they put the sticker on it. And first of all, they said that the workers were already talking about the theory, and it looks like people have done that, and they were talking about how it's a problem. So they're aware that it's happening. So it's kind of not a, I guess it's kind of not a theory because they're aware that it's happening. And when the friend went to return, first of all, she wasn't going to go through with it. I don't know if you've seen the podcast, but she wasn't going to go through with it. She was just going to pretend to return, and once they accepted it, she was going to say, never mind, I'll keep it. I'm in a hurry and I have to go somewhere. But the guy said that they won't be able to give her money back, but they will give her store credit. So in other words, they are willing to accept it, which is it's really interesting that they're doing this. And Home Goods, Marshall, and JCPenney are all, I think, the same company. So it was really interesting, really good theory, and really weird because if you go to Home Goods, I'm not really a Home Goods type of person. I've only been there just a couple of times, but they do sell really weird things, kind of cool but weird, that you don't see anywhere else. And it makes you wonder, are they really bringing that from somebody else's home? Are people just buying stuff from there and then returning their own home things? Is that why they're calling it Home Goods? Because it comes from somebody else's house? Anyways, it's really interesting. I'm not saying people should go and do that, but it kind of makes you wonder if you've ever bought anything from Home Goods. Was it previously at somebody else's house? But anyways, I also saw Kris Jenner apparently has a new face, and I don't know who her plastic surgeon is, but she looks amazing. Her face just, I don't know if it's the same plastic surgeon as Lindsay Lohan, but they did a really good job with Lindsay, and they did an amazing job with Kris Jenner. I was doing a little bit of research, and it said that apparently it's a type of facelift that targets every muscle, not just like a regular facelift where they just like pull your face. This one targets like every single muscle, which is why it looks more natural. Even her neck, like I saw videos, her neck is like snatched. Wow. One day I want that type of surgery. And update, there is a new update on the Valeria Marquez story. If you haven't heard my last episode, where I tell the story of Valeria Marquez and what happened there, but the latest update is that someone left a bouquet of red roses outside of her salon, and on top of the roses there's like a white ribbon, and it says sorry in Spanish, but it says sorry. And it makes me wonder, are they saying sorry this happened to you, or are they taking accountability that the person that left the roses is the one who did the crime. That's, I don't know, something to think about. And then there's other people in the comments saying they should do a DNA test because obviously whoever touched it, but then also maybe they were wearing gloves, so you, like, I guess the only fingerprints you could find would be of the florist that made the roses, because let's say that the person who did the crime, let's say it is the person that did the crime who wanted to drop off the roses, but if they were smart, they would be wearing gloves, and you don't leave fingerprints if you're wearing gloves, right? I don't know. There's a bunch of theories. I just saw also a video saying that she would pray to La Santa Muerte, which I think they're comparing that to the Grim Reaper. I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but it's similar. And a lot of people are saying this is how her life ended. This is what happened because she was praying to it, that you shouldn't pray to it. Others are saying it's the same thing as praying to God. But most of the comments are saying that you do not mess with that. You do not pray to it because it will take away things, like you ask for something and it will just take away something from you in return. Others are saying that her ex-boyfriend was very controlling, other than he was in like narcs and mafia and whatever, and that her so-called friend Vivian was involved with him before he got with Valeria. That's another theory. I'm not sure if that's even true. It's already, because in the video, because it's already scary enough that she was praying to the Grim Reaper, because in the video, this is not just like a theory or that people are saying that she used to do that. There's a video of her on TikTok live saying that she was praying to it, that she would ask for stuff. Also, people noticed that on the video, or on a different video, she's wearing a bracelet that has the Green Reaper, or aka La Santa Muerte. If it's the same thing, I'm not sure, but they're comparing those two to it. Either way, it's something that she shouldn't have been messing with. And yeah, that was a quick update. So on another topic, I was listening to the radio yesterday, and Angelica Vale, she is a Mexican actress, and I think she sings too, but mostly she's in Mexican telenovelas. She was talking about the Menudo case, and apparently because I guess she's a Nepo baby, so since she was little, she had known them in person. She actually is friends with a lot of them, or was friends with a lot of them. And you know how the documentary of, I think his name was Roselio, came out to say that the manager, which I forgot his name, but he had abused him. And then that's where the whole Menendez brothers situation also is involved in that. But Angelica Vale was saying that at that time she thought that the Roselio guy and the manager were actually together because of what she had seen or what she has heard. She did say that she had seen that the group of boys were treated not nicely by the people in charge of their group, and that every time she would go visit them, the guys were always so thankful because it was the only time that their managers and everyone around them were nice to them, because they had a guest over, so they couldn't mistreat them or anything. So I was listening to Andrew TMI and Morgan Adams, and Apparently, they both are going through a breakup, but Andrew was saying that he was in a 9-year long relationship, and I can't believe that, because social media is his job and posting videos and doing his podcast. So I just can't believe that after a breakup, someone still has the energy to go to work or get up from bed. I would feel like, even if it was a short relationship, I don't want to go to work. I just want to lay down on my bed, overthink, and cry. Like, I wouldn't have the energy to be working. I might just be thinking of quitting because they're strong. He's strong. Okay, so that was our chat for today. I'm gonna go back to do some research because I'm looking for a sunscreen, and it's been weeks and I still can't find one that I feel like it could work for my skin. It needs to be tinted, it needs to have zinc oxide, it needs to have 40 or 50 SPF, and I have oily to combination skin, so it has to be something that's sort of matte. And I was using the Australian Gold, I believe it's called, but their undertone is just too pink or orangey looking that it just doesn't really work out. I would have to like drag it all the way down to my neck. And for the summer, it could look cute because it makes me look like I have a tan, but it's still not my undertone. So it's been really hard for me to look for a sunscreen that actually works for me, that and for my skin needs. So I'm just gonna go and research some of the sunscreens. And thank you guys for listening, and I will see you on the next episode.